Welcome back to the third video in our immersing series, where we continue our exploration into the world of Scrum. In this video, we'll examine the intricacies of the Scrum roles and how important they are to a project's success. We'll begin by understanding the reasoning behind specifying Scrum roles. Then, we'll explore the importance of team size and how it influences the framework's success. Moving forward, we'll delve into the distinctive responsibilities and contributions of the development team and the product owner, the Scrum Master. Lastly, we'll explore the role of management in Scrum. Let's now examine why well-defined roles are necessary to ensure the seamless functioning of Scrum teams. In Scrum, roles are established to guarantee that each team member is aware of their specific responsibilities and is accountable for their contribution to the work's successful completion. Scrum relies heavily on roles since they provide clarity and coherence. Confusion and ambiguity are minimized by having separate roles in the Scrum framework. Having a shared understanding of each role allows team members to focus on their own responsibilities and take part, effectively, in the process of generating value. Accountability and ownership. When roles are well-defined, team members take ownership of their responsibilities and are held accountable for their outputs. As a result, dedication and proactive participation are fostered. Collaboration and teamwork. Role definition in Scrum encourages effective cooperation and productive coordination. Team members operate together as a cohesive unit by being aware of their respective responsibilities. Empowerment and confidence. Accurate skills utilization is made possible by clearly defined roles. Each team member feels motivated to take ownership of their work and empowered to successfully contribute to the project. Reliability and trust. Expertise recognition creates a foundation of trust within the Scrum team. Since the team's roles are made clear, each team member can rely on one another to fulfill their tasks. Consistency and predictability. Expectations are clearly outlined by defined roles. When team members are aware of what is expected of them, this creates consistent team dynamics and predictable work processes. Innovation and creativity. Each role can bring unique expertise, skills, and perspectives to the table. This synergy produces original ideas and leads to innovative outcomes. Let's explore now why team size matters and how it influences the dynamics within the Scrum framework. The Scrum team is a cohesive unit of 10 people or fewer, working together to fulfill the product goal. Scrum specifies the size of the Scrum team for a number of reasons. Effective communication. It is simpler to communicate information, make informed decisions, and proactively solve problems when there are fewer people involved. Efficient team dynamics. Having a smaller team fosters teamwork, efficient collaboration, and simplified coordination. This helps create a supportive and cohesive team atmosphere. Increased flexibility. Small teams can respond quickly to change and adjust their work or processes accordingly. This rapid adaptability decreases significantly complexity. Improved productivity. Managing interactions, interdependence, and conflicts in larger teams frequently takes more time and effort. Small teams prevent spending energy and time on unproductive work. Enhanced transparency. Tracking work and progress is made simpler in smaller teams. This improved monitoring results in a higher level of transparency and drives high-quality delivery. Furthermore, Depending on the project's complexity and nature, the team size may vary. Scrum advises splitting up a large team into several teams, sharing the same product owner, product backlog, and product goal. Bear in mind that the suggestion that a Scrum team should consist of no more than 10 people is not a strict rule. However, keeping the team size small might help with the effective use of Scrum. The Scrum team is made up of these three main roles: developers, product owner, and Scrum Master. Now, let's examine the key characteristics that Scrum developers hold in common. Developers are a team of professionals who are in charge of turning requirements into a potentially releasable product increment at the end of each sprint. They are cross-functional. Developers have different skill sets and areas of expertise, allowing them to cooperate to complete the work during the sprint. A cross-functional team encourages knowledge exchange and lessens reliance on outside resources. Self-organizing. Planning and executing the work are a collaborative responsibility of the developers. They determine how to approach the work, assess the amount of effort needed, and make commitments towards common goals. Collaborative. Developers work closely together to produce outcomes of the highest standard and address problems as they arise. They actively take part in sharing knowledge and decision-making, assuring the work's completion. Committed. Developers comply to achieve the shared objectives and assume responsibility for their work. The team's success is something they strive to ensure collectively. Agile. Developers are flexible, fast to act on feedback or changing requirements, and open to adjust their plans and work accordingly. They embrace uncertainty and constantly look for ways to face it. Quality-driven. Developers adhere to best practices to guarantee that the provided work is of the needed quality. They take proactive measures to resolve any problems that may impact the product's overall quality. Continuous learners. Developers commit to constantly improve their skills and practices. They are willing to reflect on their work and draw lessons from their past experiences. Now, let's explore the primary responsibilities and key functions that define the product owner's role within the Scrum framework. The product owner is a key role in the Scrum framework. Scrum outlines that the product owner is one person, not a committee. Having a single product owner provides efficiency in decision-making, clarity of the product's direction, and accountability for the product's success. In Scrum, a product owner's main responsibilities may be summed up as follows. Product vision management. The product owner is in charge of developing a product vision that supports the strategic goals of the organization. For it to serve as guidance for the emergence of the product vision must be clear, compelling, and inspiring. Sharing the product vision with stakeholders and the Scrum team, as well as ensuring that everyone understands it, are all parts of product vision management. Product backlog management. The product owner is accountable for creating product backlog items that reflect the progression of the product towards the targeted objectives. In addition, the product owner is responsible for making sure that the product backlog items are visible, prioritized, and refined enough for stakeholders and the Scrum team to understand. The product owner can assign part or all backlog management responsibilities to others, but they remain accountable. Value optimization. To obtain a thorough grasp of the needs, interests, and expectations of the stakeholders, the product owner actively engages with them. Additionally, the product owner tracks the market trends to spot opportunities, anticipate customer needs, and make strategic decisions that may increase the product's viability and value to customers. By collaborating closely with developers, the product owner taps into their collective intelligence to gather innovative insights that may result in maximizing of the product's value. Let's now examine how the Scrum Master benefits the Scrum team as well as the organization. The Scrum Master is a facilitator who supports the team's progress towards its objectives, while ensuring that Scrum is understood and well implemented. On the one hand, the Scrum Master helps the developers by assisting them in adopting the Scrum framework and its principles, ensuring that the Scrum events are well organized, focused, and productive, eliminating impediments that get in the way and divert their focus, protecting them against external pressure, disturbances, and unnecessary interferences, identifying and addressing obstacles that hinder open communication, cooperation, and self-organization, making sure that they have access to the resources needed to accomplish their work. On the other hand, the Scrum Master assists the product owner by supplying them with techniques and practices for effectively managing the product backlog, promoting stakeholder engagement by guiding them in identifying and involving the appropriate stakeholders, providing them with techniques for developing and sharing a coherent product vision, working with them in overcoming challenges that can limit their capacity to maximize the product's value, ensuring that the product owner has access to the support and knowledge they need for accurate decision-making. Last, the Scrum Master assists the organization by ensuring that Scrum is successfully adopted and helping in overcoming change resistance, looking for ways to improve its operations, outcomes, and value delivery, making collaboration and communication across various teams, departments, and stakeholders easier, seeking opportunities for process improvement, and identifying areas for Agile practices implementation. Let's now tackle the relevance of management within the Scrum framework. Despite the fact that Scrum is intended to be a self-organizing, cross-functional team-based approach, management is still essential to the framework's success. Management is responsible for facilitating the adoption and execution of Scrum throughout the organization. Management is also charged with eliminating any restraints that may prevent the Scrum team from moving forward. Instead of promoting a command and control mentality like conventional management systems do, Scrum encourages managers to adopt a servant leadership posture, empowering the Scrum team to self-organize, make decisions, and create value effectively. As we come to the end of this insightful journey through the intricacies of Scrum, we have unraveled the vital components that shape the success of Scrum. From the importance of clearly specifying roles to the significance of team sizing, we have delved into the pivotal roles of the developers, the product owner, and the Scrum Master. Lastly, we have recognized the relevance of management's support within the Scrum framework. Get ready for the upcoming video's exciting deep dive into the heart of Scrum. In this episode, we'll go deeper into the dynamic world of Scrum events, the fundamental ceremonies that foster cooperation, transparency, and ongoing improvement,